Hiya, welcome to LSB Feaster's radio channel and Travel Corner. Glad you're here. Today we're going to feature famous 56 WFIL in Philadelphia. It was running a country format in 1983 and virtually no one was listening to it. And then there was an FM competitor that started playing country. So, FIL had to do something new. FIL was huge in the 1960s and 70s, so management decided, let's play the music we played when we had listeners. So they did it. They called themselves Solid Gold 56 WFIL and cranked up the oldies. Hope you enjoyed. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. And if you like what you hear after you subscribe, smack that bell. You'll get updates whenever we post anything new, which is normally weekdays at 3 o'clock. So if you're ready, going back to 1984 with Joey Reynolds, hosting mornings along with Jeff Collins and Bill Marshall on Golden Oldies 56 WFIL.
Hi, this is Gary Owens, reminding you that Joey Reynolds is still just as silly as he ever was, as you remember, right here on WFIL AM.
Thank you for the bananas, guys.
Thank you, sir.
That's what we needed. I hope you come back again, will you? We'll see you on television.
Weekday mornings on FIL, we've got a show that the staff can't sell. The commercials go at infinitesimal rates, and the host is wanted in 26 states. 5 times a week with the greatest haste, we go over the borderline of good taste. In the very short time we've been doing our job, we've been assaulted and threatened by the mob. We've heard from lawyers. They know we exist because they've already ordered us to cease and desist. But onward we go, peddling schlock with Joey Reynolds, our #1 jock. So forget KYW and boring news. Give up Easy 101, it gives you the blues. Ken Garland is aging. He's old and slow, so tune in 6 to 10 to the Joey Reynolds Show. If you're tired of mediocrity, change stations with utmost velocity. Because if you don't listen and the ratings don't swell, FIL management will give us hell.
Famous 56 WFIL.
Oh, God. There's Sam the traffic man. Let's have a round of applause.
Hey.
Good to have you here, Sam. Welcome back to a good station now that you've been on 6 Dogs.
What the heck's going on over there?
Nothing. We're
Yeah,
drinking.
Garland, I'll tell you, he's really chewing my ear off. Wow.
Is he?
Yeah, he
Why?
doesn't like this.
He doesn't?
No.
He doesn't know what we're doing, does he?
He's really upset.
He is?
My word, yes.
He doesn't even know.
He's calling USA Today.
Oh, my
A
word.
formal protest.
Welcome back to the lifestyles of the sick and shameless. At 8:10, here's Sam the traffic man.
Thank you very much. Epsom, New Jersey, no serious delays, except there is an accident, Route 70 and 73 from New Jersey. Minor slowing at the Walt Whitman Bridge tolls. Schuylkill, not much happening. South on 95, little heavy traffic near Allegheny. Get out of the way. We have some serious accident in Northeast Philadelphia.
Got the guys from MTV here this morning. They're getting ready for the big concert for Bruce Springfield, and they came in here first. Real hip, right? Hey, man. We got the trivia winner, which is an ideal game that we're giving away. The ideal game is the sign-off game, which we're going to play just now. We're going to do 11 words that cannot be said on radio. Now, I'll tell you what happened. George Carlin, who is the famed comic, a few years ago, it was a number of years ago, but you lose track of time. When you get to be my age, folks, George Carlin gave these 11 words which could not be said on the radio, but he said them on the radio. Actually, they were taken off his comedy album in Long Island, and the station lost its license. That's when the FCC was interested in broadcasting, and before they were deregulated, see, all the stations. What's happened is the FCC has become deregulated, but the stations haven't. So the management of the station still don't want us to swear, but we can do it now, and it is legal to do things on the air that you couldn't before. And the 11 words that George Carlin spoke, we're going to have on the air this morning, because we figure that we may as well just break the time barrier. Now, the first word that George had was, the next word that George had, which he also, and he did this in Long Island first, and there was a time in California when George would have said, the other time that he moved along and he got his act on the road in Seattle, I think they let him slip this word on. That word didn't last too long, though, and it wasn't a long word. And there were 2 words combined to make this one. And there were 3 here. So those words all didn't get on the air, did they? They didn't get on the air. Oh, we still haven't made history then, have we? Where are the sales dogs? All right, we've got all of the FIL sales dogs here just dying to sell you time, for those 11 words are on sale today. You can go out and buy them. And Clint is here to do the community calendar. He's our community affairs director, and he looked like he had a couple last night.
Oh, yeah, I had a whole lot of them last night. Well, of course, today's Columbus Day, a holiday for a lot of you. Over in Camden, a parade kicks off at 11 from City Hall. Now, Mayor Primus is one of 3 grand marshals. As part of Fire Prevention Week, the Bryn Mawr Fire Company has an open house with various demonstrations that, of course, on fire safety. All this week, a children's fire safety festival will be held in the Plymouth Meeting Mall. At 2 this afternoon around Independence Mall, waiters, waitresses, and bartenders will race with trays of water-filled glasses. It's to raise money for Children's Hospital's Cancer Research Center. I'm Clint with a lot of personality.
Hey, listen, call Clint this morning now, because remind him that he has to have personality to be a part of this team.
Oh, yeah.
We want you to give Clint a call if you've got any activities, if there's something going on. Maybe you want to sell a toaster. Call Clint this morning. Bother him. I mean, we have a bother line. What is the bother line, Clint? Give him the phone number.
Give him the phone number, Joey.
What is it?
I don't know it. I told you that Friday.
America's kids. No toothpaste is doing more to help them get their best checkups than Crest.
Aren't you kids?
Every year, Crest prevents more kids' cavities than any other toothpaste.
Aren't you kids?
So when it comes to getting great checkups, aren't your kids worth Crest?
Aren't you kids the best?
Mommy, my checkup, guess what?
Aren't you kids worth Crest?
All right, we're going to do that sports wrap thing a little later. I guess.
Now.
No, I don't want to hear it now. I had enough. I mean, the television crew here. My makeup is running.
No choice.
He's a star. We're going to talk about baseball, though. Chicago Cubs lost again, right?
Oh, yeah. It's 10 minutes till 8.
Remember back when you were a high school kid, there was a special girl who done flipped your lid. She promised to take you around the world, but when you tried to go, she said, I'm not that kind of girl. So she took you to meet her mom and dad, and you put on the best cologne your father had. So you smelled good and were ready to impress and said, come on, baby, let's undress. She got real scared and said, give me time. I got to get my thoughts in line. You got excited, and your heart began to race. Then she leaned way back and slapped your face. So you walked around crying with your face real long, and you wondered, where did I go wrong? You thought there must be something wrong with me, but truth is, it just wasn't meant to be. The Cubs are like that girl who withered. They promised more, and they delivered. The Cubs, like the girl, aimed to please, but in the end, they were just the ultimate tease. Come on, who's the best?
Who's the best?
Who's the best?
Who's the best?
Tollefson, Eskin, Meltzer, and Bradley, I got to say this and say it sadly. Ain't nobody on channels 10, 6, or 3 capable of rapping the sports like me. Rabbo, brother, Rabbo.
Introducing Plymouth Caravel for 1985. Caravel, engineered with quality and luxury to challenge Buick Century and Old Sierra, but for $1,000 less. Just compare sticker prices of their comparably equipped cars. New Caravel with front-wheel drive, a quiet, luxurious ride, and comfort for a family of 6. New Caravel with luxury equipment, automatic transmission, power steering, power brakes, carpeting throughout, all standard. Caravel with the exciting option of turbo power, and backed with a 5-year or 50,000-mile protection plan on the engine, powertrain, and against out-of-body rust-through. It's a limited warranty and deductible applies. Excludes leases. Ask for details. The name is Plymouth. The quality is Chrysler. The new 550 Plymouth Caravel.
Smash it if you can. We can help at Service Star.
This week, Service Star can help with a great deal on a Rubbermaid 32-gallon roughneck trash container. It's extra tough, extra durable, and only $9.77. Save over $8. And get a Service Star all-purpose paint roller kit for just $3.33. Save $4.66. Through Saturday at participating stores. Service Star, hardware, lumber, home centers. Check the yellow pages.
We can help at Service Star.
All right. I was on television for a long time, ladies and gentlemen. And when I say a long time, it was a year. But I was on television 5 hours a night, midnight till 5 in Denver. So those who are from Denver listening to this program recognize the name Joey Reynolds. You would recognize the face, too. I'm like a test pattern. I mean, you see me a lot. I'm the guy that used to be on the television when you didn't feel good. So you say, oh, not that again. Oh, God, I feel great already looking at him. What a mug. But I was on all those hours on TV. I ran into Uncle Milty one time, and I said, you and I have the same amount of hours on the air. It was 30 hours a week I was on television. So when the camera crew came in just now, they gave us 4 minutes for Channel 6's AM show. I mean, that was a tickler. I mean, there's nothing, folks. And someone says, are you nervous? You know, are you sweating? Is it terrible? No, it's real easy to be on TV. See, TV is an easier medium than radio because on TV, you don't have to do anything. Just be yourself. On radio, you got to create a stage. You know, we create... Can you imagine me doing all of these voices? Well, I do them. See, there's 12 or 13 characters I do. I mean, what is really good about my act is that I don't do these voices individually. I do them simultaneously. See, I'm able to do more than Rich Little. I do all of these laughs.
It's 7:37.
Thank you. See, I can talk and do the time fairy at the same time. It is 7:54, you stupid fairy. You got the wrong time. Thank you. Now you can
sorry, your time is up.
All right, here's the news. Don Rose is back. He wants his old show. He hates San Francisco. He wants to shovel again. It is time now for the news at 7:55 on FIL Radio AM. AM. Making a big comeback, even though this is Howard Cosell. Speaking of sports, here is Jeff Collins and the news.
The polls won't be out until later this morning, so we've yet to find out who actually won last night's presidential debates. It's estimated 100 million people watched on as a studied, Walter Mondale, and sometimes angry President Reagan sparred over domestic issues, one of them religion and politics. The president says they should be separate, but politics, he says, shouldn't get in the way of religion.
A child wants to say grace in a school cafeteria, and a court rules that they can't do it because it's school property. These are the types of things that I think have been happening in a kind of a secular way that have been eroding that separation, and I am opposed to that.
The president got angry when Mondale suggested he was planning to cut Social Security, Mondale indicating such cuts would only be in character for the president.
How you can cut school lunches, how you can cut student assistance, how you can cut housing, how you can cut disability benefits, how you can do all of these things, and then the people receiving them, for example, the disabled, who have no alternative, how they're going to do better, I don't know.
Mondale on Reagan's claim that the poor are better off under the Republicans. Speaking of Republicans, some say Mondale was the winner of the debate because the president concentrated too much on facts and figures. Mondale comes to town today. Details after Walt McDonald checks Motown Monday morning traffic.
Thank you, Jeff. Good morning. Have a caution note northbound on the Roosevelt Boulevard. We have a tractor trailer broken down on the right lane north of the Pennypack Circle. North of Braun, there is some slight slowing there. Construction work going on in East Whiteland Township with one lane each way on Route 30 and 29, and Germantown Avenue still closed in Lehigh. Walt McDonald with the ARCO AM/PM Go Patrol.
Thank you, Walter. The Democratic Party's presidential candidate flies into Philadelphia tonight at 6 o'clock. Mondale will speak at a South Philadelphia high school rally at Broad and Snyder. Remember a week ago, we told you about a headless and handless body found inside a truck in West Philadelphia? The murder victim's brother has been charged with killing 22-year-old Alan Himes. No motive given by police. This is Columbus Day, which means most city offices and banks are closed. Keep the trash cans in the backyard. Save the mail for tomorrow. Public schools are closed. Parochials, though, are open today in Philadelphia. The Space Shuttle astronauts are up this morning after fixing a broken antenna yesterday, which was giving them much the same problem you'd have if somebody snapped off your car antenna. Because of the troubles, though, NASA has put off the first spacewalk in history by a woman until Thursday. WFIL News Time 7:58.
Hi, this is DJ Pistol Pete with some fantastic news from the finish line in Belmar, New Jersey, where the action begins. Continuous non-stop hit music every night of the week with Solid Gold professional DJs. Sunday afternoons experience something different from 3 to 7 p.m. Live string band music. Monday and Tuesday nights, a touch of country with the multi-talented Mary Lynn and Company. Live music again on Wednesday, our Ladies Night, 9 p.m. till closing, featuring the Bud Black Review. Thursday nights, our very own Solid Gold Oldies Night with yours truly, Pistol Pete. Then welcome the weekend with Solid Gold DJs spinning top 40 and all your favorite requests. Live music returns Saturday afternoons, 3 to 7 p.m. with the Bud Black Review. The Finish Line offers a super sound system and light show, 2 dance floors, the best drinks around, entertainment 7 nights a week, all under one roof on Browning Road in Belmar, New Jersey, directly between the Black Horse Pike and Route 130, minutes away from all bridges. The finish line. Call 983-8007 for more info and directions.
Checking WFIL Sports, the World Series will begin tomorrow night in, of all places, San Diego, after the Padres topped the Cubs yesterday to take the National League pennant. Eagles over the Buffalo Bills, 27-17. Another preseason victory for the Sixers over Atlanta this time, 106-101. Flyers down the New York Rangers, 8-3. Here's the 56 forecast. Mostly cloudy skies with a high of 69. Tonight, cloudy with a 40% chance of rain, the low 57. For tomorrow, continued clouds, a 30% chance of showers with a high of 69. WFIL Philadelphia temperature 50. This is Jeff Collins, WFIL News.
Good morning. This is Ken Gargling. And whenever I'm in Philadelphia, I listen to Joey Reynolds on Golden Oldies 56 WFIL.
Motown Monday, Marvin, 8:02 on WFIL. WFIL. The AM show, all the AM crowd is here, of course, and we're going to take a shot at me this morning. It's a new feature that that comes on your new car, your new Pinto. What happens this morning is you can call sometime during this half hour when we tell you at 966-3900 in Jersey or Pennsylvania 263-8900, and you have 30 seconds with Joey.
Right.
So you can ask me anything you want to ask me.
Or tell him anything you might want to tell him.
You only get 30 seconds. It's free time, courtesy of the sales dogs, who are ultimately responsible for the sale of this station, and they are going to go out and sell time this morning, door to door again. But those of you who are listening and want to be on the air this morning with anything at all regarding me, or something you have to say or ask me, you'll have 30 seconds with Joey.
Exactly 30 seconds.
Exactly 30 seconds, and you'll be cut off just like I am when it's time for a commercial like this.
Here's some great news from Golden Oldies 56 WFIL. Now you can get the Boss Is Back LP by mail. Yes, the Boss Is Back Solid Gold Souvenir Album from WFIL is now available to you by mail. Just send $7.50 to the Boss Is Back. WFIL, 440 Domino Lane, Philadelphia, 19128. Don't send cash, check, or money order, please. And within 2 weeks, you'll receive back 14 of your favorite musical memories, including...
I'm a girl watcher. Why do you build me up, like a baby? Rescue me. California dreaming. When they do the Bristol stuff.
Send $7.50 now to the Boss Is Back, WFIL, 440 Domino Lane, Philadelphia, 19128, for the Boss Is Back Souvenir LP. The album's also available at these fine stores.
The Boss Is Back Oldies LP at all Record Revolution stores, all House of Music stores, all wall-to-wall sound locations, Howard and Nan's Record Shop in Berlin, New Jersey, mom and pop operation. You call us this morning now, 30 seconds with Joey at 263-8900. Now you can start dialing. If you live in Jersey, I think Clint's off to a slow start. If you're in Jersey, 966-3900, and you get on the phone and call us. And there's a brand new album that is available from Publishers Clearinghouse. It's the Kosher Club with Goy George. Goy George sings, "Yes, I Really Want to Hurt You." And we'll have that for you later.
We know a quiet, clear lagoon where if you look closely, you can see a rainbow being born. We know a white sand beach dotted with billowy silken tents. We know a magic world where taking your time is an art and being late the height of politeness. It's Mexico, where the prices are so incredibly low you can indulge yourself shamelessly and still save money. And no one knows Mexico better than we do. We're Mexicana Airlines. Come away with us on the only non-stops to Cancun and Mexico City, or the fastest direct service to Acapulco. Discover our Mexico. Come to know why we love it so well.
Fly Mexicana non-stop to Mexico City for only $149.50 each way, or direct to Acapulco for $159.50 each way when you travel round trip. See your travel agent for restrictions.
All right. I'm going to beg for listeners now. Listen, this is an AM station. There was an article in the USA satellite newspaper today about AM stations being under the weather and FM stations taking over, all the controversy that's going on. See, AM owns FM, mostly, because the FM stations are owned by the AM broadcasters. We, for instance, have Power 99 at WFIL. We are the AM station. Now, admittedly, we have not done well in the last couple of ratings for 8 years. So what we need to do is we need to make a little bit of a comeback, see? So we went out to the King of Prussia Mall, and 3 people showed up. And we had a cassette that sounded like 4,000, and we're going to be appearing at the Spectrum. All of us. I want to beg for listeners. I want to get up and just, I really got.
He's getting on his knees now on top of the console.
Folks,
he's crossing himself, and this is Joey Reynolds.
It's 8 o'clock in the morning, and we really need all the help we can get. This is a radio station that's dying. We're going from worst to first. We really need to, they should say Mass here in the morning. Light candles. Really, they ought to have Friday Shabbos here. They got to do something to get listeners. And so what they've done is they hired all of us. They hired 103 guys to do a one-man morning show. This is an AM station. This is a dying old lady that's trying to make a comeback. And we got Mrs. Lynn, who owns Lynn Broadcasting. Mrs. Lynn, come over here to your mom and pop station. Crawl under the turntables, beg for listeners like I am. I want to hear you sing Mammy to Philadelphia. We got to have an audience on this station. We're at 56 on the dial. If you're listening to us now, please don't leave. We know that you're stuck in time, but so are we. And we don't want to die with the Philadelphia experiment. It's 8:07 now. We give the time and the temperature like all the others. Mrs. Lynn.
Yes, darling.
Mrs. Lynn, can I keep my job?
Please keep it.
Beg for listeners. Beg for listeners, Mrs. Lynn.
Come on, sweeties. Come and listen. Come on, Val.
That's not powerful enough. You got to be more Jewish. Tell him you'll give him gelt, not guilt. Gelt. Time for a time, 8:08. Oh, goodness gracious. What a bunch of men are in here with their cameras. Oh, and I never saw such a big thing. That's a mic. I have to stop begging now because we have commercials to do. Believe it or not, we have sold the time for $3 a minute. The sales dogs are growling and groveling for spots. Play a commercial. It's 8:10 on WFIL. WFIL. You got a friend in Pennsylvania. We're the only one. Is that another Smokey Robinson song? If he ain't on it, he at least wrote it. That's the Motown history. See, he has had his hand in everything because he's one of the owners of the company. Quiet as it's kept. 8:14 is the time. Quiet as it's kept. This is AM Radio, WFIL 56. And we're on a Monday morning. You're going to call us this morning, and you got 30 seconds with me. So you can call Joey Reynolds right now and ask him anything you want to ask him or tell me anything you want to tell me, and we'll give you exactly 30 seconds to do it, and it's a free spot. This is what we call a free spot from the sales dogs at WFIL. This is the free spot, right? Free. Well, you got to give something away. 263-8900. If you're in Jersey, it's 966-3900. We don't get enough Jersey calls here. I would like to hear from more people in Jersey, especially, we had the Camden come down time. Is now 8:15, and if you live in Camden, you can still call. We don't mind, even though you have to dial with your elbows. It's fine to hear from you. Jeff is here this morning with the sports a la carte because he did the sports rap before. Now you want to do it straight, right?
Right. 8:15 at WFIL. National League playoffs are over, and this year the part of the Chicago Cubs was played by the Chicago Cubs. The Chi-Town boys made history by losing a 2-game lead and losing the championship series on a 6-3 Padres decision. So, San Diego faces the Detroit Tigers in Game 1 of the World Series Tuesday night. Mark Thurmond will pitch for the newly crowned National League pennant winners. Jack Morris will open for the Tigers. Sixers captured their second exhibition victory last night, topping the Atlanta Hawks 106-101 in Tampa, Florida. The Flyers ripped the Rangers 8-3, Mark House scoring a hat trick for the Flyers. Eagles ended their scoring drought, beating the winless Buffalo Bills 27-17. Just ahead of 30 seconds with Joey Reynolds. WFIL Sports Time is 8:16.
Burlington Dodge, Route 130, Burlington, New Jersey, is now Little Detroit. That's right. Burlington Dodge, in honor of being the 10th largest Dodge truck dealer in the country, has taken on a new name. It's Burlington Dodge's Little Detroit. Burlington Dodge, they can give you volume discounts because Detroit knows about Burlington. Up to 60 months financing for qualified buyers. Burlington Dodge, Route 130, Burlington, New Jersey, is now Burlington Dodge Little Detroit. Stop in. Find out why they have the largest selection of custom vans and trucks. All the great conversion vans. The ones that are carpeted, paneled, have the rear sofas that convert to beds, Caplan chairs, and so much more. Burlington Dodge on Route 130, Burlington, New Jersey, is now Burlington Dodge's Little Detroit.
Come on down to Sugar Ray Slave City. At Sugar Ray Slave City, the Emancipation Proclamation don't exist. That's how I'm able to buy, sell, and trade more slaves than anybody in the Midwest. Boy, do I got a mighty fine assortment. I got top-quality vassals and field slaves ages 4 to 13. Now yours for the low price of $50 even. Sugar Ray's pre-tamed domestic servants, regularly $129.99, now just $89. You're going to love the Slave City Spring Special. Buy one of my famous maker's slave aunts and receive free of charge a slave uncle. Sugar Ray Slave City accepts all major credit cards, and don't forget, my slaves come with a set of chains and a 3-year warranty. If they don't perform 100%, you just bring them on back and let one of Sugar Ray's slave drivers take care of them. That'll fix them. If you don't know how to get here, we're located off Interstate 465 south of the Greenwood exit, right next door to Stuckey's Restaurant. In the West, they call them migrant workers. In the East, they're called bond servants. But in the Midwest, we just call them slaves. And I should know, I'm Sugar Ray, founder and president of Sugar Ray Slave City. The only thing better than Slave City is a slave state. I'll be waiting for you. Yahoo!
WFIL! Joey Reynolds on the radio with the AM crowd at 8:18 now on a Monday, Motown Monday, and we got all the calls coming. Let me tell you what the weather's going to be. It's going to be a little bit schlocky, and tomorrow we should have showers if everything goes according to Hoyle, which is the card game guy. And Hoyle is going to be here in the form of Manny Young from Atlantic City. He's a gambler who rolls the dice to give us the weather, because that's the only way anybody knows anyway. 50 degrees the temperature, and it may rain. All right, now we go to the phones. You got 30 seconds with Joey. That's what we're doing. I put you on the air. Your 30 seconds starts right now.
What time is it when you divide 1 pie among 4 kids? 1:45.
She still has 18 seconds.
I can interview you. What's your name?
Sarah McCluskey,
Where are you from?
Philadelphia, Northeast Philadelphia.
You got anything more you want to say?
No.
All right, your time is well used then. I guess that's great.
9 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
We want to give everybody their full measure of time. We'll give the name first, then start the clock. What's your name?
Good morning. How are you?
Who are you?
This is Frank from City Hall, Brother Joseph.
Hey, Frank, you got 30 seconds.
All right, listen. First of all, I have a direct order here from Judge Glancy, Municipal Court. He's looking for all former classmates and parishioners of Holy Souls Parish, because on November 11th, my good man, they're going to celebrate their 75th anniversary jubilee. They have to call 225-5262. That's all you AM fans. And listen, Dennis Cahill, I asked him what you look like, and he told me that you're a legal excuse for an abortion.
5.
That's what the man said.
3.
Nobody's using their full time.
1.
I'm using my full time. Goodbye.
I'm sorry, your time is up.
Good. Hiya. Who's this?
Yes, this is one of Tina Turner's fans.
You got 30 seconds.
Yes, well, I resent what you guys called her an old bag, because you got quite a few old bags that listen to you from the Board of Education. It's teachers, white and black. So we resent what you said about Tina, and she was married to Ike. That's
15.
not her brother. Her brother wouldn't be kicking her butt, as y'all say it every day.
You still have
7 seconds.
7
Yeah.
seconds now.
And it's not very funny. You call ladies old bags. Your mother is a lady.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, your time is up too. All right, thank you. Got time for one more?
I'm sorry, your time is up.
Got one more 30 seconds with. All right, whatever you want to say on the air. Hiya.
Hi, how are you going to feel about Dynamics coming down from New York to pound you in the ground for imitating the AM DJ?
You're still on time. I don't want to take your time.
Oh, no, I don't want to take your time either. No, I really enjoy your show, Joe. You keep it up, and we'll laugh all the way into the James out. I'm with you.
15.
Who's Don Imus? Oh, I know. He's one of the singing group, the Savage Rabbis. It's a punk group.
3, baby. 2, 2. You got 1. That's it, baby.
Your time is up. Thank you.
WFIL.
Want to take one more here? All right, 30 seconds with Joey Reynolds, WFIL. What's your name?
Hello, my name is Frank.
Hi, Frank. We'll start the clock.
I want to tell you a joke.
It's your time.
Okay, Santa Claus is getting ready to deliver a package. He flies through the sky and he lands on a roof. So he comes down the chimney and there's this lady.
15.
Buttons her blouse. Then he says, Santa, you want to stay? He says, ho, 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 gotta go. Gotta deliver the toys to the rest of the kids.
5.
He takes her blouse off. He says, come on, Santa, stay. He says, ho, 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 gotta go.
Time's up.
I'm sorry, your time is up.
I'm gonna take you higher, just a little bit higher. WIBG 99, where your friends are.
God. I don't know how we even take that risk. It's 8:21. Joey Reynolds on the radio, and we got Sherry is here. She sounds like June Allison. We're going to do our June Allison bit. You don't know who June Allison is, do you?
I am too young.
You don't remember the what was the movie she did? The Glenn Miller story, wasn't it?
Was she in Lost in Space?
I was a twinkle in my parents' eyes, but I remember it.
Yeah.
I have something for you, Joey.
What's that?
Should I read it for you?
Sure.
Okay.
Why not?
My dearest Joey, it's been too long since you've eaten at my place. Please come and be my personal guest for lunch. Love, Hope, Grape Street Pub. And Hope would like you to come down and eat at her place.
Hope are looking
Great
for
restaurant.
Hope are looking for a plug.
No.
Aren't Hope? No?
Hope wants you to come down and eat at her restaurant.
All right, I'd be glad
On
to.
her.
Tell her that I will be more than glad to eat on her. Down there. I will.
That's terrible.
She'll be able to recognize me. I'll be the one holding the Tina Turner album.
Give me a ticket for an aeroplane.
That's the Box Tops. Remember the letter? Biggest rage song in the 60s. That was one, what was it, 1964 was it? Around at 65? 67, was it that late? I don't know. All these years are confusing to me now. You know, they're all jumbled into one big Motown Monday. It's 8:24. That's not a Motown record. That was recorded by Chips Moman in Memphis, Tennessee. See, I do know my stuff. 263-8900 in Pennsylvania, especially when I can read it. In New Jersey, just like Casey Kasem. Our telephone number is 966-3900. We're really glad to hear from you this morning.
banana.
You want a banana? Uda Here's 2 more tickets to the Perry Como show. You'll love them. We got 3 bananas here. Somebody brought in the banana. Tom Monahan is a scrounge from the sales department, one of the dogs. And, you know, he got 3 or 4 pounds of bananas the other day, and now they ripen and he brings them back because he can't eat them all. See what you are? You're a big pig, Tom. You shouldn't be doing
Know
it.
a good name in office automation. I can't even pronounce them. I want a name I can trust.
See, Lanier for the business processor.
I ask about training, they hand me a book. Ask about service, they hand me a line. I want a straight story.
See, Lanier.
Advanced word processing, personal computing. Why do I have to sacrifice one for the other?
See, Lanier. Our business processor does both very well, and we're known for our customer training and service. See, Lanier. We're now part of Harris Corporation, a world leader in information technology.
We're going to have the bit, the great debate from President Reagan, which we played earlier this morning in just a couple minutes. We got the schedule again, don't we, this morning? Because the people who missed that and should hear it.
Right after 8:30.
This is the not ready for drive time players from WFIL and their version of the great debate last night, upcoming on WFIL radio only.
It's 8:26 at WFIL, and in the real action, it was Walter Mondale on the attack last night as challenger met incumbent in the first of 2 presidential debates. Mondale railed about deficits, painting a picture of future despair under Reaganomics.
In 1979, we ran a $29 billion deficit all year. This administration seems to run that every morning. And the result is exactly what we see. This economy is starting to run downhill.
The president strongly disagreed, saying deficits won't hurt the economy.
The connection that's been made again between the deficit and the interest rates, there is no connection between them.
The 2 sparred with each other on other issues, religion and politics, Social Security, taxes. Each claimed victory. But what do you think? Nationwide voter polls will be released later today, giving a good indication of who you thought the more successful candidate was. Land ho! Columbus discovered America, and they'll close the banks because of it. Details coming up after Walt McDonald checks holiday traffic.
Good morning, Jeff. Thank you very much. And right now we are in Upper Darby Terminal, where traffic is heavy on the inbound lanes of Westchester Pike. Really, nothing out of the ordinary, just very heavy traffic eastbound as you make your way down toward the Terminal Square region. Reduced in speed driving on 95 southbound as you make your way approaching the area of Girard Avenue. Walt McDonald with the ARCO AM/PM Go Patrol.
Thank you, Walter. Here's a short rundown of what's open and closed. Public schools in Philadelphia have shut their doors. Parochials are open, however. No trash collection today. Banks are closed, and you won't be seeing the mailman. A 6-year-old New Jersey boy stricken by a strain of encephalitis is in a coma now and has been given a 50-50 chance for survival by Philadelphia doctors. The disease is spread through mosquito bites and can leave victims with brain damage, let alone death. The Cumberland County boy is now being treated in Philadelphia. He has the first reported case of equine encephalitis in 11 years in the Garden State.